on our website at theamanicenter.org. So go there if you want to get more information or sign up for things. We have a few classes in October. We have our Shelf Help Book Club, so that's the second Thursday of every month. We have a big fundraiser in October. It is the 21st. It is the wonderful band Control Alt Elite, featuring our very own John Dufour and some other awesome musicians. They put on such a great show. Tell your friends. Make sure you come. It's $20 in advance. It's $25 at the door. We're going to have drinks available for purchase, and we'll probably have some snacks available as well. So it's going to be a great time. Come. We'll clear this whole area for dancing. Show up for this. This is our big fall fundraiser. We'd love to have you there and all your friends. Okay, so we have the drum circle comes up on the second Friday of every month. That's at 6 o'clock. That's right here. Everybody is welcome. Again, tell friends, tell people. It's a great way to sort of center your nervous system and just be in community. And then so you get centered, you get calm, and then you kind of raise your vibration. Super fun. So join us for that. And then a new class starting this month that I will be leading is the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. This is a really fun, really practical class where you have these 7 steps you're going through that are going to help you live your best life, live your life better, be more of the person that you're here to be. So I hope you'll join us for that. We're going to do it hybrid. So you can join online or you can join right here at the center. You can sign up for that also at theamanicenter.org. We have a full moon on October 28th, so we do our full moon rituals here. Everyone's welcome for that. And then we have the Science of Mind Review. That's a year 3 course, and that is starting on October 30th. Thank you. And so that's going to be online with Reverend Pixie. So that's a great class for people who are working towards their practitioner. And then we are going to be out at Burke Junction on Friday the 27th giving out candy with a table. So spreading the word about Amani, giving candy out for kids who are trick-or-treating. If you'd like to volunteer to help with that, we'd love to have you there. If you know kids or have kids in your family or friends, and invite them to go to that. It's a fun event in the community. And that is it for our announcement. So if you haven't already silenced your phone. Oh, you have something, Gina? Sure, if people want to donate candy, just let me know. But yeah, we'd love to receive candy for that too. Anything that we receive is less that we spend as a center, so that'd be super helpful. Yeah, thank you. All right, so again, if you haven't silenced your phone, please go ahead and do that. And I'm going to turn this over to Yuli to bless the service. You want this in here? Yeah. Thank you. Sorry. Should we dance? Yeah.
All right, it's now time for us to get into the space of really honoring why we're here. So eyes open or closed, just follow my words as yours, knowing that as we just go deep and really center ourselves into this place, knowing that we are here to engage in this holy moment, this holy instant of connecting to our divine selves, our divine souls, and we open up the service, knowing that this service touches us, knowing that as we move through all the different pieces of what is happening today, we are feeling the blessing. We are opening ourselves up, knowing that as we receive this blessing, we are taking it in. We feel it through our bodies, our minds, and souls, and it is part of who we are. We are grateful for all that is here. We know that everything just works beautifully and wonderfully, and that we take in this blessing and take it with us when we leave, knowing that this is who we are at our core, our divine, holy, Christ-conscious selves, knowing that this is happening now and it is happening all around us. There are many people who are gathered in holy places to tap into that part of themselves that cannot be hurt, that cannot be touched in a negative way. We know that we embrace it with love and joy and peace. We move into the service in this serene, holy, calm, and open space. And together we say, and so it is. I'd like to invite now Reverend Sherry to do our affirmation for the day. Reverend Pixie, do you have it? Here it is. You got it? Okay.
So since we don't have it on the screen, We're going to say it twice together, but we're going to do it a little different. I'm going to break it down, then you repeat it. Then I'll break it down again, and you repeat it. I now accept the gifts of God that are mine to receive. This day and each day moving forward. Put your hand on your heart. I now accept the gifts of God that are mine to receive. This day and each day moving forward. And just listen to the words. I now accept the gifts of God that are mine to receive. This day and each day moving forward. And now, is it John?
As a child of the universe, it took me by surprise. When I thought about the thoughts I thought, I began to realize I've been holding on to what was safe. I've been holding on to lies. I am not good enough. I am not smart enough. I do not know what to do. And I kept holding on to these thoughts till they were true. As I believe I shall receive, I will not be made wrong. That which was given unto me was the answer to my own song. As I believe I shall receive, I will not be made wrong. That which was given unto me was the answer to my own song. As I stand outside in the dark, looking at the sky, looking at the universe and at creation's eye, I'm overcome with all that is, all that was, and all that will be. As I stretched my arms, looked at the sky, and I'm free. As I believe I shall receive, I will not be made wrong. That which was given unto me is the answer to my own song. As I believe I will receive, I will not be made wrong. That which was given unto me was the answer to my own song. And as I look up in the sky, see the stars in my own eyes, I'm free, free, I am free, I'm free.
So it's time for meditation. That beautiful song that got us ready for this deeper journey inward. Called today to be peace. So find yourself erect, comfortable, soft and gentle in your own body. Gratitude for the breath you have, the body you live in, the source that lives within you, never separate from that. Quietly and gently turn your attention inward and upward to the place between your eyebrows. Being aware of your breath, how gently it comes in and out of your body. In the in-breath, say, at one with peace. In the out-breath, just observe, looking upward, the space between the words. At one with peace. And then observe the space. At one with peace. Continuing to stay anchored to this place of peace in you. The divine calling us home to that deep reservoir that is always ours. That unity with love and presence. That union with all of life. That source of power and wholeness that is the truth of our being. We are one with it It moves and lives in us, through us, and as us. We take this time to remember that it is close and answers our every request. So together, I'd like us to say out loud those people that are in need of remembering that they are not separate from the divine source, that it lives in them and is the source of healing and comfort, peace, light, union, love, everything. And so if there are people and yourself or any circumstances on the planet, in any fashion, I'd like for us all to speak out loud together, filling this room with the requests and the truth that every word that is spoken from you is heard and made whole. And as we speak it together, we know that it is answered wholly, completely, for the highest good of every individual and circumstance. For it is the truth of being that we all deserve that which is our highest good. And so we release this with great gratitude, surrendering it to the power of the law, knowing it is done, and together we say, and so it is. And thank you, John, for more music.
So, your part in this song. Oh no, different song. Never mind. You have a part, but you get to choose this song. People get ready. There's a train coming. Don't need no ticket. You just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesels humming. You don't need no ticket. You just thank the Lord. People get ready for the train to Jordan, picking up passengers from coast to coast. Faith is the key. Open the door and boredom. There's room for all amongst those loved the most. Plenty of room for the hopeless sinner who would hurt all mankind just to save his own. But have pity on those whose chances are thinner, 'cause there's no hiding place from the kingdom's throne. So people get ready for the train a coming. Don't need no ticket, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesel humming. Don't need no ticket, you just thank getting ready. I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready. Just thank the Lord. Yes, well, I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready. Oh, getting ready now. Just thank the Lord. So people get ready. There's a train coming. Don't need no ticket. Just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesel humming. Don't need no ticket. Just thank the Lord. Don't need no ticket. Just thank the Lord. You don't need no ticket. Just thank the Lord. Thank you.
I don't know. It could happen. Yeah, right. Well, good morning. How are you? Did everybody? Sorry, Marcy. Did everybody get a white card and a pen? Yes. Over here. Everybody got it. All right. You need one? Oh, we have two ladies over here that could use some, please. Well, this month, as Marcy said, we've got the theme, A Divine Calling. Today we're going to talk about the divine invitation, but not before lighting up the room with energy, with your energy and with your spark. And you know that person that Reverend Sherry referred to today, that person that could use a little extra, what I call an extra bump, or a little extra lift in prayer, maybe some love or some peace, something, whatever that is. We're going to pray for that person. I like everyone to be responsible for themselves, so that's why we do our candle lighting, because you're responsible for your happiness, for your light, and for your prayers. And I want you to learn how to be able to do that, or do it in ritual or ceremony between you and you. Well, today we're going to bring in that some other person, and we're going to make sure that they get their prayers prayed for as well by all of us in this beautiful bubble. You know how we like to do our own little bubble all by ourselves? We're not going to do our own little bubble today. We're going to do a big, gigantic bubble. Yes. Sorry, almost on film. So we're going to make it one big bubble, because you and 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 you, all you people have this beautiful luminescent light within you. I invite you to close your eyes. Let's turn within to that place of the very Most High, that place that always speaks to us in that soft, still voice. It will never do us wrong. It will always guide us and direct us to that which is for our highest good and the highest good of all those for whom we pray. So this day, see that beautiful light within you from the very center of your being, or from the very center of your eyebrows, wherever you go to find that luminescent essence of spirit, God, energy. It is vibrant. It is alive with life and love and peace and balance and harmony and all things good, great, whole, and complete. See it burning beautifully inside of you like a sparkler on the 4th of July. It is powerful. Now, I would like you to see that light moving outside the lines of your body into this room, touching the light of your neighbor, touching the light of your neighbor, because it is one mind, one light, one God essence, one spark. Now see this light begin to fill up this room, every crevice, every corner, everywhere, every cell of your being, until with your mind's eye, all you can see is light. All you can feel is light, and it brings forth joy. anything that you may have come in with today that is not of that light is right now hereby demolished, dissipated, back to the nothingness from whence it came, for it can have no part in this beauteous light. God knows nothing outside of itself, and it is love. Now, I'd like you to bring in that person. You know, that one person that Reverend Sherry had you bring to mind today. And you bring that person into this light. Bring them in the room. Now, we can't pray for somebody for specific things because we're not going to mess with them and their stuff with God. But we can know truth. What is the truth? The truth is love. It's God's virtues, what they are made of, the truth of what we are made of. Love, peace, harmony, beauty, balance, well-being. All virtues of God, and they are the truth. This is what we know for those that we pray for this day. So you got them? You see this person in the light, in this beautiful room? In 5, we start to come back to our body. 4, keeping this person's name with us. 3, feeling the chair underneath us. 2, 1, opening the eyes. Please write down the name of the person for whom you pray, for the truth, whatever their highest and greatest good is between there and their God, only their name, only their first name. And then I invite you to come light a candle for them on their behalf and place the card inside of this prayer box. We will state their names out loud together once that is all done. First name only, please. And then the circle of light will put these names into the light during the week as well. There you go. Plant your prayer candle and plant your prayer. This prayer box, by the way, is in the back room as you walk in the door. It is always available and open. Practitioners will take them during the week and share them with a circle of light, and we will pray for you.
Here and now, I am free. I go inside peacefully. Where I look,
Close your eyes. Come back to the place of light. This room filled with light. As I speak these names into the universal law, for that which is for the highest and the greatest good, for all of these names that have been written down so lovingly today. Keep the eyes closed, and each name goes into the light, and let us lift them up. Michelle, Joe, Stacy, Alice, Carita, Michael, Janan, Skylar, Clinton, Ricky, Chris, Mom, Herschel, Larry, Frank, Janine, Patrick, Sherry, Bing, Alan, Reverend Angie, Julie's mom, Mary, Pat, Marilyn, Mary Lee, Mary Lee, Matthew, Israel, Martha, Kim, Chad. Repeat after me. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer too. I release the greatest and the highest good of all names that have been spoken today, knowing thy will be done at all times, dear sweet Father, Mother God. I let it go, and I let it be so, and so it is. Isn't it a beautiful thing when we can pray for not only ourselves, but for others as well, and to do it collectively? There is great power here. There is great love. And we're all here to learn to expand our own consciousness. Today's talk, a divine invitation. Yeah. Divine invitation to what? Well, Spirit works in the most interesting of ways. I was talking to Yuli this morning. She called it one thing. I called it a wicked sense of humor. I kind of look at a divine invitation kind of like a push from the universe. Yeah. Sometimes we're off course. Sometimes we haven't started the course. Sometimes we don't even know what the course is. Sometimes we think we need to do more. What do you mean, do more? I can't do any more. I'm taking the kids here, and I'm taking a class there, and I'm going to work over here, and doing all this crazy stuff. That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about the everyday life stuff that we're all full of. We are talking about our inner journey, our spiritual journey. So maybe we choose to stay in maybe an uncomfortable relationship. Many years ago, and I can talk about my stuff on pulpit, but you guys can catch me later. We can discuss some things, but I will say a little bit. Many years ago, I remember standing in the middle of a not a good relationship place, and wah, 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 and it was spinning around me and going around me, and I'd finally had enough. And I remember just standing there. Is this it? Is this all you got, God? Is this all I was meant to be for? Wah, 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 wah. We have to ask ourselves those hard questions. Or maybe our environment where we're working has become stressful. And maybe it's not fun anymore. Maybe we're afraid of loss. And maybe we've already experienced a great loss. All of these things are truly a giant push from the universe. A personal invitation from the divine to come back to living a fuller potential, a bigger, better, grander, more loving than ever version of yourself. All of our needs are met before they've ever been asked for. This is true. They already exist in that place of infinite potentiality. And that's something that Marcy's going to teach about when you take her 7 spiritual laws of success. Infinite potentiality. Everything that we could have ever dreamed of or hoped for is available to us if we but accept the invitation to move forward and discover our strengths and to live our truth. Yeah. We eventually come to a place in our lives where we are at choice to go beyond our old ways of thinking and let go of the things that are no longer serving us, whether they're people or situation or circumstances. So there's something else that will serve our growth better, but maybe we don't know what it is. Maybe we don't need to know. You know who knows? Who? You tell me. Who knows? God. Yeah, see, y'all smart out there. You know what I'm talking about. So on the way home from work this last week, I got a little cranky with God, and I might have been a little demanding. Turning it over isn't always an easy thing. You know, we always say, give it to God, turn it over to God, but then we have this little controlling part in our mind that says, oh, no, but you have to do it this way and this way and this way. It'll never work? Yeah. Okay, so that's where I was at. What do we say here? Oh, I'm sorry, maybe I say it. Metaphysics is not for what? Sissies. That's right. Metaphysics is not for sissies. And here you are, right here in the midst of it, right in the midst of metaphysics and all of life's happenings and churning things around and letting things go so you can live that better version of yourself. It's like God's got a tickler file or something, you know, whose turn is it today? Push, right? And at that point, when we get that push, maybe we think it's all over. Our health, our relationships, our money, our jobs, our life, it's all destroyed. It's all gone. Things are never going to be the same. Well, you're right. Things are never going to be the same. They're going to be different. And different isn't always a bad thing. So in truth, when we get that push, it's an invitation to a new way of becoming, a new way of being, and a new way of living. So all the signals are there. Are you listening? Are you? You listening for those signals? Many of us fear change, don't we? Kind of scary? Oh, no, I love change. Bring it on. So we make excuses. It's not time yet. It's going to get better. If I just hold on for a little bit longer, we had this conversation this morning. Yeah. Then the time moves on, day after day after day, and nothing changes, does it? nothing gets better. John and I have something we say at home. Nothing changes if nothing changes, and everything changes if everything changes. What was that, Mike? I didn't quite catch that. You need a couple more hours of sleep, I think. Me too. We're all good.
I'm there with you.
Yeah. So anyway, we can become resentful, or we can continue in something we dislike. Or maybe we can even get a feeling of betrayal. And everything is turned upside down in our life. Like Joel Goldsmith when he was running that little insurance business, and they had a war, it was like 1943 or something, and his business went kabooey. And he had all these high-powered practitioners working for him to get his insurance business back. And God said, nope, you weren't supposed to be there. He didn't get his business back because he was meant to take a different path. He was meant to take that spiritual path that's not for sissies, right? So he took that. And he helped so many people. He was an amazing metaphysician. But anyway, that's kind of what that's like. Carolyn Mace, M-Y-S-S, is pronounced Mace. Mace? I don't heck I know. Okay, so Mace. Carolyn Mace. Anybody familiar with her? I know this one over here is. I love her. What did she do? All right, so right now I'm reading her book, Why People Don't Heal and How They Can. Why People Don't Heal and How They Can. Because in my experience, I've found that there is a huge connection between what's going on in here and what's going on in the body. Are we angry? Are we upset? Are we resentful? Resentment, okay, that'll get you every time. And it starts to lock into ourselves. And unless we get to the cause of what's going on here, usually through here, right, we just continue to become sick. She says, Carolyn, that there is actually a fear of taking charge of our own life. Do you believe that? Taking charge of our own life. What does that mean? Something got to change, right? Something's got to change. She goes on to say that we could do nothing and simply trudge through the muck in what Thoreau called a life of quiet desperation, leaving the difficult work undone and your spiritual and life potential unrealized. Mike, I'm going to read that over for you. She says that we could do nothing and simply trudge through the muck in what Thoreau called a life of quiet desperation, leaving the difficult work undone and your spiritual and life potential unrealized. What's a good example of leaving the difficult work undone? Not following a dream. Boom. Who else has got one? Not what? Not letting go of the past. Right. What else? Not taking chances. Oh, man, I'm so going to get it when I get home. So, yeah. So, or it could be, like you said, not doing any of those things. Not doing a freaking thing. Not doing anything. Or not working through the loss of a child. Or healing a disease. Well, what the heck does this have to do with the divine invitation? Everything. It does. Carolyn couldn't have said it any better when she wrote, when you experience an apparent act of betrayal, look closely to see if it may not actually be a divine invitation to let go of the old and discover the new. These experiences, she says, turn out to be powerful turning points in our lives that can introduce us to new forms of power, the power of the individual self, our power, who we are, where do we want to go in life, what do we want to do, what do we want to feel, what is our potential. The invitation? That's the push I was talking about. Is it scary? Yeah. So I'm getting ready to close this talk up, but I wanted to mention this first. She talks a lot, Carolyn Mace talks a lot about betrayal. It's a good example of betrayal. Who's got an example of betrayal? Making a promise to yourself and not keeping it. Yes. What else? Because we can betray ourselves. We do it all the time. What else? Not showing up for someone. Yeah. Relationship betrayals all the time. I've been married to you for 25 years, and you went out and cheated on me with a 25-year-old. I don't know. All sorts of sense of betrayal. So she says, the people who are participating in the act of betrayal are, stay with me on this, are acting out an agreement that has already been made with God. She points out then, how can you be angry with one of the Lord's messengers? Nothing to forgive, because they have done nothing to harm you, only to help you move forward. Well, now, a divine invitation in the weirdest of ways. God in that wicked sense of humor. All right, so I received this in a download this week. I think it applied to a couple of people. Might have applied to me. I don't know. But whoever can take this in, please take it. I haven't heard this since Sunday school. I'm like, Romans? Really? Okay, so Romans 8:31. If God is for us, then who can be against us? This verse offers incredible encouragement and reminds us that although we face trials, difficulties, and suffering, that God is always with us, and it always has our back. And so it is. Namaste.
Okay, well, I don't know about you, but I heard that. I heard it. Thank you so much, Reverend Pixie. Always on point. I'll tell you that, always on point. And I think the word I used was whimsical. Whimsical, yeah. No, yeah, God sometimes does have this whimsical, like, hey, here, have fun with this. So, I'm just taking that in. So we are here to hear messages like this. We are here to have experiences and ahas and things that touch our souls, things that call to us to rise up and be that holiness that is us, to tap into when we know that when God is for us, nothing can be against us. And we get reminded of that every week in one way or another, and we have that blessing. So we are here for our divine time of giving, or I can't even, yes, that's what it's called. That's what I'm calling it. And so we would normally have a slide letting you know how to support us, how to support yourself by supporting us. But you can go on our website and get all that information. There's a donate button there. So we know that this is a divine exchange of energy, money, your time, however it is that you feel called to connect here, knowing that through your connections, through your tithes, through your gifts, that we can have moments like this, moments where we light candles and hear the names of those who we cherish and want something different for, to find that light, to be called into that space of divine energy, and to hear music and be blessed with all of us together. And so I'm going to invite Reverend Sherry up to give us that divine prayer for our tithing. Thank you.
So we all know how to do this, right? We all know how to be in a place where we understand that we are the benefactors of a generous, loving presence, that we are the vehicles through which we give our good. And as we let go of that and surrender it, we trust that this good that we're giving in the form of cash and money goes into this community and blesses the community. And as that goes out, your intention goes out into this universal field, it blesses everything. And so take a deep breath in and go, thank you. Thank you. And release it and know it is done. And so it is.
What? It's coming right now. We're gonna do that right now. This is the song where I was gonna say y'all have a part. Okay, your part is all around the world, and if you look over here, if you're here, you can follow Reverend Pixie, and she will lead you in that. And not only that, but for those of you at home, you will know all around the world in a kind of a syncopated way. You're gonna say that. What's all the fuss about? Why can't people just get along? Maybe we ought to talk about all the good we got going on. Everybody knows there's a better way, and we're all hoping and praying that someday there'll be love all around the world.
All around the world.
There'll be peace and understanding
All around the world. Come on.
There'll be joy all around the world.
All around the world.
There'll be happy children singing all around the world. Can't you just feel it? It's everywhere. It's a powerful feeling up in the air. Won't be no reason to sing the blues, and there won't be nothing on the radio with some good news. There'll be love all around the world. There'll be happy children singing.
All around the world.
There'll be peace and understanding.
All around the world.
There'll be joy all around the world. No, we're gonna bring about a positive change. Can't help feeling how it keeps on getting so strange. How do we get away from the misery and pain and still feel the sunshine in the pouring rain? There'll be love all around the world.
All around the world.
There'll be happy children singing.
All around the world.
There'll be joy all around the world. There'll be peace and understanding all around the world. There'll be happy children singing all around the world. There'll be peace and understanding all around the world.
Yeah.
Yes.
So where's those baskets? Okay, wherever they are, I just say thank you for your generosity and your grateful soul giving. And so together we say thank you. And so it is.
Well, no, wait,
No,
the
we
kids. Talking about whimsy, we need the kids. Where are the children?
out one more time. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. One more time. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
All right. Thank you. That was a wonderful, this little light of mine. So I am Nicole, and these are my beautiful children, Adelina and Charlotte. And
Yay!
just like you guys in your Sunday experience, we talk about how to live a more positive and happy life, right? So today we read a book called What Does It Mean to Be Present? Really great book. And, you know, it's kind of a interesting concept for kids, I think. But I'd love for them to share with you what our affirmation was today and what we learned about being present. So, Charlotte, you're going to read the affirmation, yeah?
I receive gifts with love, and those gifts are in this moment now.
And what we talked about was being in the present moment and how they're lessons for us, even when they're not good moments. We also talked about the present being a gift.
Thank you, guys. Happy Sunday.
All right, thank you so much. And I always say every time I'm up here, I wish I got these messages when I was their age. Right? Right? How would our life be if we had that when we were littles? All right, so the presence is here. Time for us to end it up.
Y'all up here? Okay. The presence is here. The presence is here. Love and spirit prevail on each face. The presence is here. Amen. The presence is here. And I will meet you in grace. I will meet you in grace.
And so we just move forward this week in the light and the love and the peace and the power that I know each of you are in your own lives, greeting each person, seeing each set of eyes as the eyes of God. Dear sweet Spirit, I just give great thanks. And so it is.
So it is.
Chairs, chairs. If everybody could help stack chairs and put them on up here for ballet, yoga, ballet.